Have you ever wondered why some people stay active, climbing stairs with ease even in their 70s, while others begin to struggle with bone pain, stiffness, or even fractures much earlier? It's not always genetics. Very often, it's the food choices we make every single day. Now let's test how much you already know. I'm going to share 7 foods that can quietly weaken your bones. As we go through them, ask yourself, do I eat this too often? You might be surprised by what you discover. All right, let's dive in. First, salt. Quick question. Which food do you think carries the most hidden salt? Chips, bread, or soup? Surprisingly, the answer is bread. That innocent-looking slice of toast can sneak in more sodium than you realize. Here's why that matters. Too much sodium pushes calcium out of your body through urine. And when calcium leaves, the body borrows it from your bones. Over time, those withdrawals add up. Imagine Anna, who sprinkled salt generously on every meal. By her late 50s, her bone scans revealed early osteoporosis. She never connected it to her love of salty food. Herbs, lemon juice, and spices could have given her the flavor without the silent damage. Now sugar. Here's a quiz for you. When you think of sugar, what comes to mind first? Cakes, biscuits, or fruit juice? Most people pick cakes, but fruit juice is often worse. A single glass can contain more sugar than a slice of cake. The problem is, sugar interferes with calcium absorption and fuels inflammation. That inflammation makes it harder for your body to repair bone tissue. Take George, for example. He thought drinking natural packaged juice daily was healthy, but he was unknowingly putting his bones under stress. Switching to fresh fruit or dates would have given him sweetness with fiber, minerals, and protection. Next up, soft drinks. Here's a tricky one. What's worse for bones, cola, diet soda, or sparkling water? If you said cola, you're right. Cola contains phosphoric acid, which throws off the calcium and phosphorus balance in your body. Add sugar on top, and your bones pay the price. Think of Emily, who swapped her childhood glass of milk for cola in her teenage years. By the time she was 35, her bone density was already lower than normal. Sparkling water with lemon or homemade iced tea could have kept her refreshed without harm. Let's now consider caffeine. How many cups of coffee or tea do you think it takes before calcium absorption starts to drop? 1, 3, or 5? The answer is about 3 or more cups per day. Caffeine speeds up calcium loss in urine. But here's the nuance. The danger isn't your morning coffee, it's the constant refills. Sarah, a nurse on night shifts, relied on cup after cup of coffee to stay awake. Her body stayed alert, but her bones grew weaker without her realizing. Balancing caffeine with milk or pairing it with calcium-rich snacks could have made all the difference. Now alcohol. Here's where the story gets interesting. For years, people believed the occasional glass of wine was harmless, but recent studies from the World Health Organization show that the risk actually begins with the very first sip. Alcohol blocks vitamin D, the very nutrient that allows calcium to be used by the body. Without vitamin D, even a diet full of greens and dairy won't protect bones. Robert, for instance, enjoyed his nightly glass of wine until a fall revealed just how fragile his bones had become. So the safest choice? Avoid alcohol altogether or replace it with bone-friendly drinks like kefir, lassi, or a simple glass of water with lemon. Let's move to protein imbalance. Pop quiz. Which do you think is worse for your bones? Too little protein or too much? The surprising answer is both. Protein is essential for bone structure, but when it comes only from animal sources and lacks balance, the body becomes too acidic, forcing calcium out of the bones. Mike, a fitness enthusiast, ate plenty of steak and eggs, but ignored beans, lentils, and leafy greens. His muscles grew stronger, but his bones did not keep up. Adding lentils, seeds, or tofu could have restored the balance, making both his muscles and bones thrive. Finally, refined carbohydrates. Picture this: white bread, pastries, biscuits, comfort food, right? But here's the catch. These foods are stripped of the very minerals bones depend on, like magnesium and phosphorus. They also push healthier foods right off the plate. Mary loved her evening biscuits with tea. It felt harmless. But those biscuits replaced more nutrient-rich snacks, and over time, her bones grew weaker. Switching to oats, quinoa, or millet gave her the same warm, filling comfort, with the minerals her bones craved. Take a breath. Quick checkpoint quiz. Which two habits, if you change them this week, are most likely to help your bones right away? Option 1. Reduce salty packaged foods. Option 2. Swap cola for sparkling water with lemon. Option 3. Add a calcium-rich snack to your afternoon tea. The correct answer is all three. Small shifts, repeated daily, create stronger bones over time. Now let us pivot. We have talked about the thieves. Next, let us welcome the builders. These foods and habits supply calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin K, potassium, vitamin C, protein, and healthy fats. The full team your bones rely on. First, calcium you can truly absorb. Dairy foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese remain reliable sources of well-absorbed calcium. If you do not use dairy, calcium-fortified plant milks and calcium-fortified orange juice can help. For a powerful non-dairy choice, canned salmon and canned sardines with the bones provide highly absorbable calcium. A single small tin can cover a large share of your daily need. For seniors who prefer a softer texture, mash the fish and blend it into a spread with yogurt, lemon, and herbs. Next, vitamin D, the gatekeeper. Without vitamin D, calcium cannot do its job well. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines deliver vitamin D, along with omega-3 fats that support healthy aging. Some milks and plant milks are fortified with vitamin D. Sunlight helps the body make vitamin D, but needs vary with skin tone, season, and location. If you suspect you are low, speak with your clinician about checking your level and whether a supplement is right for you. Let us now consider magnesium, the quiet partner. Magnesium helps convert vitamin D into its active form and helps deposit calcium into bone. Where do you find it? In leafy greens, beans, lentils, chickpeas, nuts like almonds and cashews, seeds like pumpkin and sesame, and whole grains like oats and brown rice. Here's a practical tip. Soak and cook dried beans in fresh water to reduce phytates, which can block mineral absorption. Next, vitamin K, the bone lock. Vitamin K supports proteins that anchor calcium where it belongs. You can find it in dark leafy greens such as kale, collard greens, mustard greens, and broccoli. A note on spinach. It is nutritious but high in oxalates, which bind calcium. Enjoy spinach, but do not count it as your main calcium source. For those who tolerate soy, fermented foods like natto provide vitamin K2, and some aged cheeses also contain it. Next, potassium, the acidity buffer. Diets rich in potassium help reduce calcium loss in urine. Good sources include potatoes, sweet potatoes, beans, lentils, tomatoes, oranges, bananas, prunes, and leafy greens. An easy win is to add a serving of beans or lentils to lunch salads or soups and include a baked potato or sweet potato at dinner a few nights a week. Next, vitamin C, the collagen builder. Bones are not just minerals, they are living tissue built on a collagen framework. Vitamin C helps you make that framework. Citrus fruits, berries, kiwi fruit, tomatoes, red and green peppers, and broccoli are smart choices. A simple habit is to add a piece of fruit with breakfast and a colorful vegetable with both lunch and dinner. Next, prunes. This one surprises people. Prunes appear to support bone health, possibly by reducing bone breakdown. A practical approach is 3 to 6 prunes per day with yogurt or oatmeal, especially if you also want to support regular digestion. Next, soy and tofu, especially calcium-set tofu. If the ingredient list says calcium sulfate, that tofu is a meaningful calcium source. Pair tofu with leafy greens and sesame for a triple boost of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K. Next, healthy fats. Extra virgin olive oil and omega-3 fats from fish, flaxseed, and chia seeds support healthy aging and may help the bone environment. A small drizzle of olive oil on vegetables improves flavor and helps you absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Let us make this practical with 2 short stories. First, meet Rosa, age 70. She loves her morning tea and biscuits. After a small wrist fracture, she made 3 changes. She swapped biscuits for a bowl of oats with yogurt and berries. She replaced her lunchtime cola with sparkling water and lemon. And she added a sardine toast twice a week. At her next checkup, her calcium intake and vitamin D intake were finally on target. She felt steadier, and her digestion improved. Next, meet Mr. Lee, age 68. He thought he was eating well, lots of steak, plenty of white rice, and a multivitamin. But his leg muscles cramped, and his provider flagged borderline bone density. He kept his steak but halved the portion and added a big serving of greens, a scoop of black beans, and a handful of almonds most days. He also changed 1 coffee to a latte and took a daily walk outside. Within months, his diet covered calcium, magnesium, potassium, and protein, and the cramps eased. Ready for another quiz? Which lunch protects bones best? Option 1, white bread sandwich with processed meat and cola. Option 2, whole grain wrap with grilled chicken, leafy greens, tomato, and yogurt on the side. Option 3, instant noodles with crackers and black tea. The best answer is option 2. It delivers protein, calcium, potassium, vitamin C, and magnesium in one meal. Next, let us connect the dots with smart swaps that are easy to stick with. Instead of salty soup packets, simmer your own broth with herbs, garlic, and onion. Instead of refined biscuits with tea, enjoy yogurt with prunes, or a small slice of cheese with whole grain crackers. Instead of a nightly drink, sip kefir, warm milk, or fortified plant milk before bed. Instead of sugary bottled juice, eat whole fruit and drink water or sparkling water with citrus. Instead of only meat at dinner, build a plate with a palm-sized portion of protein, 2 fistfuls of vegetables, and 1 fistful of whole grains or starchy vegetables. Let us now consider routine. Bones love repetition. Aim for 3 to 4 calcium-rich servings spread across the day. That could be milk with breakfast, yogurt at afternoon tea, leafy greens at lunch, and canned salmon or tofu at dinner. Pair calcium with protein and vitamin C to support collagen and repair. Drink plenty of water. Keep sodium modest. Move daily with weight-bearing activity that your clinician approves. Walking, gentle stairs, or light resistance. Nutrition and movement work better together than either one alone. Here is a final mastery quiz. Which combination is most bone smart across a single day? Combination A, toast with jam, cola at lunch, pasta at dinner. Combination B, oatmeal with yogurt and berries at breakfast, bean and green soup with whole grain bread at lunch, salmon with broccoli and a baked potato at dinner, and a few prunes as a snack. The clear winner is combination B. It covers calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, protein, fiber, and healthy fats, while keeping sugar and sodium in check. Before we close, one gentle reminder. If you are not sure how much calcium and vitamin D you are getting from food, list what you eat for 3 days, then talk with your healthcare provider or dietitian about whether a supplement is appropriate for you. Some people need that support, especially during winter months or after certain medications or surgeries. Others can meet their needs with food alone. The right plan is the one that fits your body and your life. Let us finish with a 1-week Bone Boost challenge. For 7 days, remove cola and alcohol. For 7 days, include 3 calcium-rich servings and 1 leafy green each day. Add 3 to 6 prunes. Choose whole grains over refined ones. Keep salt low and coffee to 1 or 2 cups, ideally with milk. At the end of the week, notice your energy, your digestion, and your confidence with stairs or a neighborhood walk. Small changes, repeated, build strong bones. Your bones are living, changing tissue. Every meal is either a deposit or a withdrawal. Starting today, make more deposits. Your future steps will thank you.